everyone, long time no see. This is really strange for me. So hi, it's nice to see you again. Hello if you're new here, I'm Frances, and hi if you know who I am but we haven't seen each other in a while. So welcome back. I just wanted to give you a bit of a, I suppose, a hi and a life update and a check-in with you all, which is something I've been meaning to do for a very long time. Obviously the past year has not been what anyone expected, but I just wanted to really just sit down and film a quick video. So I knew if I started to think of getting my camera out and getting good lighting, doing my hair and makeup, picking a nice top and things, I knew I would start to psych myself out of it, and I wouldn't actually end up doing it. So put a bit of makeup on, obviously. I've just brushed my hair, I slept with the implants last night, and I've literally just whacked my phone out. So I'm hoping looking in the right place because I've not filmed on an iPhone in forever, and this is a new phone as well. So I just wanted to kind of keep it low key because I knew if I started to put pressure on myself, this wouldn't happen. So yeah, so I just thought, while you're in the mood, while you're up for talking and filming something, just whack the phone on and say hi. And I want this to be as little edited as possible because I want to make the whole process of me just filming and putting it on there onto YouTube as easy as possible, just to really give you all an update and say hi. So because this is my first video in such a long time, it would be great if you could pop the thumbs up button and hit it a like, give me a comment, give me some interaction on this post because I haven't posted in forever. So that would really be greatly appreciated. Firstly, I hope you're all doing really well. I hope you're all healthy and happy, the best that you can be. I don't want to harp on too much about everything, but obviously it's very hard not to talk about it because it's still obviously very much in the present right now as well. But yeah, so I suppose a bit of an overview of what you'll have seen from me on here. So my public Instagram is Miss Frances Alicia, so please feel free to head on over and follow me over there. I haven't posted as much in the past year, but I'm hopefully starting to try to post a lot more again. Yeah, so I'm excited, so head on over there, but basically give a bit of a recap from what you might have last seen. So obviously August, September of 2019, I think it was 2019. Obviously me and my mum went to Hawaii and to Alani and then to California at Disney and did the Adventures by Disney trip. And then I'm sure that was 2019. It's got to have been. I'm sure it was. Yeah, it definitely was. So we did Hawaii in California, and then I came back, had a few months, and then I went to Australia for Christmas to see my family, and then came back again, and then literally had a week, and then went to Florida for 2 weeks with my family. And I've got a vlog about that as well. I can link somewhere down below up here. I'm out of the loop, guys, so I'll figure out some way of giving you that information, but I'm sure you've probably already seen it. But yeah, so I've got vlogs on all of the Alani and of the parts of the Adventures by Disney trip, and then obviously vlogs of our most recent Florida trip, which was January/February 2020. So that was just before everything kicked off. So perfect timing really for us, because I had family flying in from Australia meeting us in Orlando. We were flying in from England to Orlando, and things were just starting to kick off a little bit when we were there. And obviously when we came back, so just logistics wise of all that, how much goes into planning a Disney trip, all the logistics of that just worked out that we'd actually timed it really well, which obviously we didn't know, because we were originally looking at going later in that year, so it worked out really well that we ended up going in the January. So yeah, so then we obviously came back and then life happened, but that's kind of the last update or kind of any video that you'd have seen from me. I think I did film some hauls or something to put up, but to be honest, I think when I watched them back, I didn't like the way I looked, and that sounds so vain, but it's just true. It's really hard, I think, sometimes filming yourself and watching yourself back and editing yourself. It's really hard because we're all our own worst critic, aren't we? And if anyone produces any content like this, you'll know how much time it takes to do this. and this is as a hobby, and it is just fun for me to share with you guys. So you know, I don't make any money off of this or anything, so it is just purely a hobby. So yeah, it's just about having the time really, and the self-confidence to kind of throw yourself back in it and open yourself up to sharing again, really, with strangers ultimately, that, you know, you're not strangers, but you are in a sense. You know a lot about me, but I know very little about generally most of you. Saying that, obviously I have built some great friendships and relationships with people over the years that have been followers of mine, so that's really, really great. And I love it when I get to meet people that say, you know, that were at Disney and that see me or spot me and, you know, want to say hi and things. So that's just incredible. It's amazing. But yeah, this video is probably going to be a little bit rambly, a little bit all over the place. I haven't planned anything. I haven't sat down and thought what I'm going to talk about. I just wanted to, you know, say hi and give you a bit of a hey, howdy, and just go through like what's changed in my life, if anything has changed. So as I said, obviously this isn't a job for me, it is as a hobby. I do work full time, so that kind of really ramped up a lot. I changed jobs just before I went to Hawaii, or just when I got back. Yeah, it was just when I got back, because I remember literally landing and then starting my new job and being so jet lagged for the first like 2 days of my new job. So it's not, I've been there what, about 18 months now, so it's not new now. But yeah, so work's been really, really busy, and that keeps me very, very busy. And yeah, it's not that, like I say, it's not that I don't want to share. I do want to share, it's just having the time, and editing takes so long. If I could literally just like whip my phone out and do like Instagram style story snapshots, and it just get merged together beautifully, rendered, uploaded, thumbnail made out of all that, and it'd be so quick and easy, I think I'd share so much more. But it's just so very time consuming, so bear with me. So yeah, I'm going to try and keep the editing in this to like as little as possible. But what else has been going on? So my mum and dad are well, they're happy and healthy. So this year, hopefully there's going to be some big changes coming with this life in general, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm really excited for what might happen in this year. Obviously it's still so very many unknowns, and I'm not preempting anything. So just to give you a bit of an overview when it comes to like Disney or Disney vacations or Disney things, I am a DVC member, and I have rented out my 2020 points to a family that's going to Disney for Christmas. I'm so jealous, but yeah, they've booked like a beautiful 2-bed room villa, and they're going to Disney over Christmas. So very, very jealous, but I think just with all the uncertainties at the moment, it was the best decision for me to make at the time. And I hope that we can look to travel to Florida and to go to Disney next year, being 2021. That is my hope. I do hope and think that, well, I hope that we can travel probably a little bit more locally later this year, maybe Europe or Spain, or we might have some options to do some more local travel. But definitely for Florida and to go into to Disney, I'm not planning anything for this year, but I would like to hope to think that by next year we could go. And I don't know about you guys, but I've really missed it. Like at the beginning, I kind of tried not to think about it. On my public Instagram, obviously I follow a lot of Disney content, so I kind of just probably avoided going on it and looking at it because I didn't want to see all the Disney content. But recently I've definitely been getting absorbed a lot more in Disney content and really enjoying it again. I think with the light at the end of the tunnel. And I can tell you what has saved my life with Disney content is the Dis Unplugged. If you don't follow the Dis Unplugged, which I'm probably sure you do if you watch my channel, but they have just powered on with content, and I generally just love the Dis Unplugged team in general and the content that they provide. I just love it. Literally every day I'm like, is there a new video to watch? Because what I'll do is I'll put it on my phone whilst I'm making breakfast, or whilst I'm cooking or something, or whilst I'm in the shower, and I always just watch Dis Unplugged content. So whenever there's new videos from them, I love that. So that's really been helping, and they started doing a lot more lives as well around the park, which they didn't ever really normally do. So that's really, really fun as well. And like I said, I just love all the Dis Unplugged team. So yeah, that's what's really been helping me through with the Disney content. And then obviously we have Disney Plus that we've exhausted all the content on there. Oh, WandaVision, I won't give you any spoilers, but I will say that I really did enjoy it, and I can't wait for new episodes. I think obviously, like most people say, the beginning was a slow burn. I wasn't bored or anything with it. I enjoyed the beginning. I suppose I was a little bit more just not confused even, but watched it thinking, like, where are they going with this? There's obviously a reason, but I didn't really want to read into why and get any spoilers myself. But I definitely watched it and persevered, and then by the end of it I was like, oh, I need to watch more. So I really did enjoy WandaVision. So things that I've been doing to keep myself busy. I watched the entirety of Once Upon a Time, probably for the third time that there is. I'm currently working my way through One Tree Hill, which I watched back when I was a teenager, something like that. And I've absolutely been loving watching One Tree Hill again. I think every night I watch an episode or two and I'm sitting there just blubbering for like Lucas and Peyton and Brooke declaring their love for the 50th time, and I'm just there like, oh my god, it's just, yeah, it's adorable. So I've been enjoying watching One Tree Hill. What else have I really enjoyed watching? The Great, which has got Nicholas Hoult and Elle Fanning from the girl that was in Maleficent, Dakota Fanning's sister. So The Great is on All 4 as well, and been loving that. I actually watched it last year when we first went into lockdown on Hulu or something. If you had to get a subscription, I paid for it because I just wanted to see it. So I got some kind of Hulu or Hey You or one of them. So I got a subscription for that, but then they've just released it again now on All 4. So I've just been enjoying watching that again. On there, it's a really good series. It's definitely it's definitely an adult series. Don't watch it with any little children around, but I've really loved that series. We started to watch all the Marvels, which we still haven't done. I think I get bored around like Captain America ones, or I feel like I've seen them before and I don't have the urge to watch them again. But we started to work through that, and I definitely did see Doctor Strange and a few others that I hadn't ever seen before. So that was really good. I've watched the entirety of the Star Wars trilogies, all of them, loved it. Again, as usual, watched all of season 2 Mandalorian, watched what else? Watched all the Pirates of the Caribbean series, which I absolutely love. Watched a lot of movies. I think what I do though is I really was quite strict that I would only watch TV or films about 8 o'clock at night after the day had been done and all the tasks and daily routines had been done, and then I could sit down in the evening and watch something. I wasn't letting myself get into any routine where I would just sit down in the day and just binge watch TVs or shows all day long. It definitely helped me. I made a massive list of tasks to do, and then would just, if I was bored or needed some inspiration, I would just go to this list and I would tick off a different task each day. And these could be things like so mundane little things that I would never have done or had the time to do. So it could have been like transfer all the photos off my phone onto my hard drive, or mop the floors. It could be any little thing. Print off some photos I've been meaning to print off for ages. So I just had a massive list and would just work my way through that list occasionally. And then don't get me wrong, there was times when I was really unproductive and I didn't want to get out of bed and couldn't think of anything to do but just stay in bed, and like almost what was the point in getting up, because what were we going to do that day? So don't get me wrong, I haven't been fully productive the entire time, but it definitely has helped having a list for me to do. That's what's helped me personally, is having a list and some kind of goal or rotations with no pressures to complete the list or complete any list or tick off anything by a certain amount of time, but just as an inspiration that if I felt like, you know what, I fancy doing something today, what can I do? I'd go to that list and then pick which one spoke to me that day. And then I've also done a lot of puzzles. I bought a lot of Disney puzzles a few months ago, and I've still got like 4 that I haven't done yet. So that's for me to do. I might keep them now for like more winter, when it starts to get a bit darker again, because obviously it's getting a little bit brighter now and a little bit brighter earlier now, so we can enjoy the weather a little bit more. What else? I think part of last year that was a blessing in disguise for me is that because I was furloughed for so long, I was on furlough for about 5 or 6 months in one big block, that it really gave me time to focus on me. And that sounds so cliche, but it did. And it definitely got me into some better habits and healthier habits again. There was not a lot else, there was nothing to do, so I would just walk every day. I would go out for about an hour and 40-minute walk every single day. And that was really good for me, just to get out and get moving, because obviously prior to that I was working from home a lot and wasn't moving at all. Like I would barely do 1,000 steps a day around the house, and that's not good. And then just with having the extra added time of freedom, I just started to focus on working out every day and really getting strict with what I was eating and getting healthier with what I was eating, healthier choices. I tried to limit the drinking as much as possible, because even though it was nice to have a drink, I didn't want it again to become just an everyday occurrence. So I kind of set some boundaries of I would only have alcohol at the weekends and things like that, or I'd only have treats, sweet foods and things on the weekends, just to try and distinguish that work week day to weekend pattern still. So I kind of felt like I had some normality. And with what I'm saying, please don't feel like there's anything that you have to do or any pressures if you haven't done this, or no guilt or anything about how ever you've handled this. We've all had to handle everything in our own way. This is just my experience, and I'm just telling you the things that I have done and how I handled or didn't handle things. So again, no pressures or judgments on anyone. This is just purely my experience of what I've been through, really. Yeah, so that's basically a summary of where I'm at now, really. I've started to buy a lot of spring summer clothes in preparation for the great big reveal back into the world. So I'm thinking of doing a few hauls to show you guys what those pieces are. I'm just looking around the room now because I've got bags and bags of clothes that have arrived. So I bought a lot from ASOS, so I can probably do like an ASOS haul. And then I have also bought a lot of pretty dresses, like very fancy dresses from House of CB, which I'd never purchased from there before. But that's more for like when we're actually allowed to eventually go out for dinner or drinks and things like that. So I'm definitely like way ahead of myself, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do, you gotta do what you do. So if you want to, I can definitely happy to do like maybe a try on haul or show you some of the pieces that I've got from ASOS, definitely. And then there's a great selection of things that were in the sale and that were full price as well, and a lot of it's still in stock, so because I literally just bought it this week, so I'm happy to do that for you. So if you're interested in seeing that, then let me know, right in the comments. But I'm going to stop rambling at you now, because I feel like I've rambled at you enough, and I want to get this edited and uploaded as soon as possible so we can start chatting again and say hi. So yeah, please do leave me a comment down below, say hi. I hope you're well, I hope you're happy, healthy, chat with me. Obviously, once we're allowed to start traveling again, I'm happy to start sharing my vlogs, and I'm so excited to share my travel vlogs and things with you. I've also thought about daily vlogging again. Obviously, I have been very inspired to daily vlog recently, but hopefully in the future I'll happily do that again if that's something you're interested in. And obviously in the meantime, until we can travel, I'm definitely interested in doing like more hauls and things. The past year, to be honest, I haven't really spent a whole lot of money. I've tried not to because we weren't going anywhere, so I didn't really buy a whole lot. But obviously now we're coming to brighter times, let's just put it that way. I definitely have been spending a bit more on updating my wardrobe and things. So yeah, let me know if you're interested in that. But basically you can follow me at Miss Frances Alicia for my public Instagram. I have also got a Depop, which is Miss Frances Alicia. I will be popping some more things on there that I'm selling. A lot of it is brand new with tags and things, but just doesn't fit me anymore, that I bought and never got around to wearing. There will be some things that have been worn, but everything is of like a quality that I would be happy to receive. If anything is ever too worn, then I just either throw it away or give it to charity or hand it on to someone. I wouldn't ever charge someone for something that I thought would be past what I would be happy to receive in a good condition. So yeah, feel free to check out my Depop there, and if you want to purchase anything, you can obviously just message me on Instagram or something directly as well. That's not a problem if there's anything that takes your fancy. But yeah, I'm happy to see you all and be back, and I hope this is a nice surprise for you all. My hair's getting really long. I had it in plaits last night, so, and I don't know if anyone's noticed, I've got a centre parting, which if you're used to watching me, you'll know that I always have a side, and I still am gonna have a side. I've got to get used to looking at the lens again, not me. It's very weird. I will still have a side parting, but I was just mixing up a little bit to give my hair a bit of a rest. But it's getting really, 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 really long. But yeah, I had plaits in it last night, and as you can tell, I'm no longer really blonde anymore because the brown has grown out to about here, hasn't it? So that's obviously all my natural colour, and then that's where it starts to come into the dye. So yeah, feel like I look really dark, actually, really brunette, but it's exciting. So can't wait to get it done as well when the salon's open. Eyebrows, lashes, hair, the lot, manicure, pedicure, just take me and do what you need to do. But yeah, it's been great chatting with you all, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'm just going to stop rambling now. Follow me on Instagram. Please give this video a like if you have enjoyed seeing my face again. If you haven't, then just click off, that's fine, bye. And obviously if you're not subscribed, then why not hit the subscribe button and subscribe now. Mwah. Speak to you soon, love you all, bye.